It's a whistle.
And that is the final whistle. So final score here, St Albans 3, Maidstone United 2. A hugely disappointing second half performance from Maidstone after they were 2-1 up at half time. St Albans scored first in the 20th minute through George Hoddle. Maidstone scored twice in the space of 60 seconds to take the lead at half time, and really should have been a 3 or 4 ahead. 2 chances for Levi Amanchi early in the second period, but St Albans have turned it around, and really the way that they've managed the game in this final 15 minutes or so, you've got to say they deserve it, Sean.
They do, Fred. Unfortunately, from a Maidstone perspective, they just weren't able to add to what they did in the second half. St Albans, to their credit, come out, put Jeffers on, a man who's absolutely prolific at this level for St Albans, and has shown last time we were in the division with them how good he can be in front of goal, scoring both their goals that season against us. And it just showed that however much of a banker it might be for Maidstone on the road, because they've played so many games on the road this season and they've won the vast majority of them. There have been a couple of slip-ups recently where
there's no such thing as a banker. That's the whole point. In a game like this, it's
but
never an easy place to play.
Maidstone have led into this match-up, there's a high propensity you'd think Maidstone would be best placed to win this match, and certainly with how many St Albans had lost in that run as well, there's part of you would think that Maidstone would be better suited to win the match. I did say to you off air that it wouldn't surprise me if we beat St Albans by more than we could beat Havant on Tuesday night, for example, because Havant might give us more of a game, but St Albans
as I said, you've just got to win games like that. You've just got to take a 1-0 win, and we haven't done that. We haven't capitalised when we had the advantage, and I think what's most disappointing about it is that although Maidstone were on top at 2-1 and they didn't press it, once St Albans went ahead, apart from maybe that shot from Sam Bone that was pretty well saved by the keeper.
It's the Amanchi couple of chances, wasn't there? There was the crossbar and then the rounding of the keeper.
Once St Albans had gone ahead, where was the siege of the goal? It didn't happen. They defended very well, and I think we have to wrap it up by saying credit to him. Now, George Alakobi is having words with the officials as he goes off. He's not happy about something. He's very unhappy about something. I would suggest he may well be a bit unhappy about the second goal for St Albans, the equaliser. We thought it looked offside from first viewing.
Jeffers does like to be on the shoulder of a defender, and if the officials are unable to, wheedle these incidents out and not see him on the shoulder and not see daylight, then there is the potential issue that these decisions aren't going to be made right. We'll obviously see from the highlights at some point overnight and in the morning on Sunday to see what exactly what his positioning was in that particular moment. But we saw a couple after that as well. It's not like Maidstone weren't aware that he was likely to have that capability. So as much as George Edakobi might be upset with the officials for missing it, it's also for Maidstone's back line. However different it is for each game, I think it was probably one of only about half a dozen matches so far this season for Maidstone where they've had the same back 3 or 4, and that's what it was Saturday into Monday, and a change again with Brown coming back in, and potentially the game readiness might not have been there for Maidstone, that back 3 working together, and certainly they might have seen some of that through Hoddle's goal, the way the ball came back to them, and certainly with Jeffers getting that equalising goal that really did put St Albans on top for the bulk of that second half. So Maidstone really only had, say, the second half of the first half as theirs, and just unable to seal it this afternoon, and they've given it away in the end, haven't they?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we've picked the bones out of that one enough. It's probably the coldest hot take you'll ever hear. So
more reasons than one.
On behalf of myself, Fred Atkins, and my co-commentator and producer Sean Skur, thank you very much if you made it this far. Sorry the result wasn't better, but we'll be back on Tuesday night for commentary, home versus Havant and Waterlooville. See you then.